podcast. Today we're going to be talking about that we read for pleasure.
I'm Isaac.
I'm Sam. So we both are into Harry Potter series about the boy who
lived.
Yeah, the boy who he was like a magic like a wizard. So,
He's a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry.
Yeah, so we went to a wizard school.
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts. And so we also this year in the 6th grade we read a book called Tuck Everlasting, so we're also going to be talking about that.
Yeah, Tuck Everlasting. And then for my independent reading project for my ELA class, I'm currently reading Mockingjay, the 3rd book of the Hunger Games series. So, also as like a little side reading, I'm reading this book called Project 1065. It's a World War II book.
So right now for my IR book, independent reading book, I have two. I have one at home. It's a Harry Potter book, and then I have the one that I keep in school. It's my it's a book called Rave Master. It's about this boy named Haru Glory, and he fights this enemy society called the Demon Guard, and so he's the chosen person to save the entire
chosen
world.
one.
Yeah. Because his name's Glory.
My independent reading book. So I'm reading Mockingjay, and it's basically about this girl named Katniss Everdeen who survived the Hunger Games twice in a row, and then so the evil country called Kaplan. It's called Palme, but the evil people are called the Kaplans, not Mr. Kaplan, like the Kaplan, and with a C, and then and then where I'm reading right now, they just currently they currently just bombed a hospital full of wounded people after they bombed them earlier, which is kind of bad. So, Katniss is part of the revolution with her friend Gale. And basically, if you like to read a book about children fighting to the death with a little romance on the side, then read The Hunger Games. It's really good.
Okay, so we also read in 6th grade we read a book called Tuck Everlasting. So it's about this girl named Winnie. I was gonna say Winifred. That's her real name. Winnie Foster, and basically she's learning about this family called the Tucks, who are immortal. They drink this special water from the spring.
They drink special water from the spring that it's inside this woods. They call it the wood. I don't know why. It's not like a brick of wood. It's not like a slab of wood. It's like a forest, little small forest. But they call it the wood, and the spring is in the wood. And Winnie Foster's parents just so happen to own the spring.
And so, Winnie Foster, she goes and meets the Tucks. They have a good old time, but they're followed by this man, this kind of secretive man. He keeps to himself a lot.
He's wearing a yellow suit.
He's wearing a yellow suit, and he's very creepy. He's weird, and he's always following Winnie.
Beware of the man in the yellow suit.
He's always been following Winnie and the Tucks. Also, he's
stalker.
Yeah, he's a stalker, basically. And so one day, Winnie, she goes off to the Tuck's house. They kind of take her.
They kidnap her, and then she later is willingly. She said she wanted to go, even though she got kidnapped and did not want to go,
because she wanted to protect the Tucks. And while she was there being kidnapped,
she's a liar.
The man in the yellow suit
follows them.
Yeah, he follows them closely, and then he tries to take Winnie back to her house.
First, he steals a horse and gets the police involved.
Yeah,
He also holds Winnie for ransom, and he gets the wood, and then he's gonna sell the spring water away, and then he takes Winnie hostage, and May Tuck, one of the persons who kidnapped Winnie, she hits him on the head with a shotgun. I like the book, but like I felt like, why did she hit him with a shotgun? She should have shot the shotgun. That would have made way more sense than hitting him with it's a bat.
Oh yeah, basically what he's talking about. I'm just gonna explain the scene. So Winnie is about to get. So the man in the yellow suit is trying to take Winnie so he can give her to her parents because he's holding Winnie for ransom so he can get the wood and become immortal. So
sell the immortality to get rich. Hee hee.
And so basically he comes to the house and snatches Winnie, but then May, one of the Tucks, she comes there, she grabs a shotgun and she smacks him in the back of the head with it, killing him. So my thoughts on the book was, I liked it. It had lots of action and drama. It also had lots of mystery, who the man in the yellow suit was, and it was all centered around him, what was going on with him. Because really, without the man in the yellow suit, there wouldn't be any real plot besides trying to get Winnie back to her family.
Anyways, the other book I read was Project 1065, and that's basically a World War II book where this Irish kid joins the Hitler Youth as a spy, and then his family's disguised as an Irish ambassador, but they are really spies sending locations to the British to bomb the secret factories, and it's really cool. And if you're one of my friends, you should probably read it. So, but I'd like you to know it's also by the same person who wrote Allies and Grenadier. So if you're my friend who's watching, you know who you are. You're gonna like the book. I'm currently reading it.
Okay, so my favorite book right now probably would be one of the Harry Potter books. My favorite one would be Prisoner of Azkaban, the third book. It's about a guy named Sirius Black and Harry Potter, or Cyrus.
Sirius Black.
I like to say Sirius. Some people say it's Cyrus. So so he basically is related to. Yeah, he's related to.
No,
him.
he's his godfather.
Yeah, he's his godfather. He was friends with Harry's dad that died. So yeah, so he's in prison right now for a crime that he didn't commit.
He got framed.
Yeah, and so
my favorite part was when from the movies, because they made a bunch of movies. They showed the what part. They showed what everybody thought happened when Sirius Black murdered everybody, which he actually didn't. But so basically it's really cool. He's just maniacally laughing, and as his old friend Peter Pettigrew, who's secretly working for who shouldn't be not named, he does a spell behind his back, and then kills all those people framing him, but then turns into a rat and cuts his finger off so it looks like he also died in the blast.
So my favorite book I said was The Prisoner of Azkaban, but my favorite scene from a book isn't from that book specifically. It's from a different Harry Potter book. It's called The Goblet of Fire. It was basically when Harry Potter, he was stuck underwater trying to save people in a tournament. And he could only save one person. So instead of just saving that one person, he saved two, which was against the rules kind of. And so him saving the two, he kind of became a hero because the other person who was supposed to save so there was So there's a guy and then there's a girl that Harry saved. So the girl that Harry saved, like he wasn't supposed to save her, somebody else was, but that person had already gotten like disqualified or eliminated from the.
No, she wasn't able to like save her.
She got out of the water.
Yeah,
basically.
and the person who was supposed to save her was actually the girl's big sister.
Yeah, her big sister. But then because she couldn't save her sister, Harry went inside. He was still inside the water and saved them both.
Yeah, his friend Ron and a little girl who's her big sister was his competitor.
Okay. And so basically he like stole and Ron, after Harry saved them both, Ron took some of the credit from Harry because he said like, because the older sister asked like, did you help him in this? And he said like, and he gave him a little nod, and so she like, yeah.
I didn't remember that.
No, it was like after Harry saved everybody, and then there was like also this part because like
that sounds like Ron.
Yeah, so like this sounds so like there's also another part that I liked. So like basically like Harry Potter is in like Dumbledore's like chambers, I would say, like his room office thingy.
Yeah, his little office.
And so there's like this like little cauldron, I would say, with like all these with memories that he has. So like, and then like Harry Potter like sees one of the memories and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought that was cool as well. So
one of my favorite parts was actually when Severus Snape like pushed Dumbledore off the big tower. Yeah, that was funny.
Okay.
And then Harry was like, and then in the movie Harry was like, tell him how you looked him in the eyes, a man who trusted you and killed him.
Okay. So you want to wrap this up?
Yeah. So basically, try to listen to our other podcast because we have to go now. And so listen to our other podcast. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.